Scratching some records.
That's right. It's MC Polly on the ones and twos. Yeah. Greetings, humans. Spinningmantis here with Squirt Reynolds, and we are getting into some more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. We just talked to the witnesses.
A young man, and already a murderer.
Oh, you know, those street urchins. They would be murdering.
Gotta start young. Maybe, do you need to talk to Wiggins?
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he alright?
So yeah, I think that's where we'll go next. But let's see if there are any obvious Turner's view in the dark window. That's a contradiction. The police said the light was off and he didn't see anyone near the window, but the dude said he saw it. Just like I just said. Okay, search Turner's flat. It's kind of cute. Wait a minute. Let's see if any of these other things. Common statement.
The different shots and two victims, maybe?
Right. Okay, I need to find out more. I think we should go and question the boy. Let's see what these other things that
You don't need to go to Turner's house and
do that after we question the boy, I guess. It doesn't really matter which altar we did. So, yay, we got that one right. 22 out of 22. Got that one right. 16 out of 16. I think we missed something in this one. It was picking with the ice knife. We missed that. Got that one right. So, bloodbath's the only one we missed something in. And then just a character portrait of Turner. And some new clues. We can talk to someone. Obviously, talk to Turner. Catch him in his contradiction. So, yeah, let's go interview the boy.
Boy.
So, Mr. Wiggins can relax. Just like stare deeply into his jacket pattern. Whoa. Quick ride.
It's not that far.
The yard. Look through his stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess he was carrying the gun, but the impressions are that for some reason he picked up a gun.
Whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Thanks, Lestrade. Sons of the Empire, rally around the flag. Alright, it's evidence time.
Some matchsticks, an apple.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
His breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
Some cigarettes?
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Can't look at the apple.
You know what they say, an apple and a cigarette a day.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
So, yes.
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
So if that's the murder weapon, there will be empty shells in there. Missing bullets. Oh, there we go. Yep, 2 shots fired, for sure.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Why is that surprising? Because there were 2 bullet holes in the dudes. Alrighty. Okay. Simultaneous shots. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired, and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards.
What?
Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as they were made from different points. That's weird. I don't know about all that.
That seems like that's some information that maybe...
We're jumping ahead
Maybe
here.
we should have gone and talked to the kid first and then looked at his stuff.
Reenacted. So it did open up a reenactment that we're going to do some sort of...
Please escort this suspect for
experiment.
interrogation.
We haven't had anyone in the
Good
interrogation
evening,
room in a while.
Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say.
He does
It's
look a
all a
lot like an
mistake.
older version of his brother.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To
He also
find
looks
out
kinda
if
like
you
Albert
truly
from
are
the Kew
innocent, as your
Gardens.
younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Why do you have a gun in your hand?
Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
That was really, really dumb.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw
Did you
anything
get
for a
a
good
firework in
dozen
your
seconds.
face?
But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Not a terribly convincing story. Leighton? That's a big scar. That does not look like some fights. It looks like, which is one of them gypsies, one of those Peaky Blinders. What? Office Kurt. So,
How'd he get a cushy job if he's
Right.
a street urchin?
yeah. Oh! Prison tattoo.
So do you get those as a, like,
I don't know if...
it was forced upon you, or if it was like, yeah, I'm putting these.
I don't know.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a
He's
probable
covering something
killer?
up.
I know. Keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
I'm Sherlock
You have a
Holmes.
typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities.
Frat boys.
During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
Oh, I know.
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were.
That was definitely the bottom.
We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Yeah, that's not the whole story. It's not the whole story. Okay. You falling asleep? Lootless.
I guess old acquaintance and latent statement.
Old acquaintance. What?
Oh.
Of course.
Yeah, something doesn't make any sense.
Makes total sense.
Wait, what? Hold on.
A violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive.
Ah.
Some from prisons. Show me more. There we go. Leighton statements. That's it. 5 times fast. Leighton statements.
That's imagination. Okay.
I think there's a lot more to figure out. So we're going to go. We need to talk to Mr. Turner and then maybe do an experiment. So
Gonna have to talk to Mr. Turner.
Yep. And talk to Robbie Turner. Oh, okay then.
Little peck on the cheek when no one's looking. It's like, it's awkward. Don't look at me.
I think there's like a special bump in the seat right there, and he's like riding it like a hobby horse. So, on that note. That's Whitechapel. Whoa, something's gonna happen.
Santa murder! Oh my god.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
So don't talk to my Wiggins that way.
No.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, let's see what's up with this dude. Sup, jerk face.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Gotcha.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean?
Nope.
It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Alright, we can get up all on his business now. He's got a lot of shoes. It's like my little shoe cubby filled with a whole bunch of shoes just piled up.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
What about that coal there? Or whatever. Oh, no.
There you go. That's what you saw.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. The papers are almost entirely... These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
I'm trying to catch his rug on fire.
Yeah, exactly. Let's put this ember onto some carpet. I'm walking on the fireplace. I'm interested what that statue is.
Yeah, it's like weird stance with like metal dress or something. Oh, I guess she's got her arm up or something. Okay.
She's just like porcelain. Maybe she's just very glossy.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something.
And then he
in
burnt
a
the
hurry
book.
here, a short while
Yeah, it
ago.
looked like more like a book than like a letter. Oh, it's the broken piece.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Things not looking good for him.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Him and his like porcelain
Yeah, his doll. He's got a thing for him.
ladies. It's like a Marie Antoinette or something there. What? We can't do anything with the window? I thought that's like the key piece of
Yeah,
evidence.
that's like the whole point. Where
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Did he say he looked out a different window?
it could be the front door window or front room window. Where he's sitting.
Okay, it's gotta be.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
So.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
There should be something to explain his contradictory statements. So there's still something else in here that we're not getting. So yeah, just the two bodies.
What about the constable? Oh.
Nah. Or Wiggins. And it zoomed us out after we looked at those two, so that indicates it's probably not
that.
The window, but I'd figure there's got to be something else in this room.
Kitchen table examine. It said.
There you go.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Sweepings. Okay.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
It's all very suspicious.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, we examine the kitchen table. This. There's got to be something here. No? We examine the bookshelves. Examine the fireplace. What you think we're missing? Something else on the table that's not the scrapings. Nothing.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Oh.
Oh, what's over there? Oh, no.
I don't know why we can't talk to him. Talk to Mr. Turner and check the view from his flat.
Maybe since there's a light, like he had the light off so the dude couldn't see him.
That's a good guess. Did not seem to be able to interact with it though. Just surprised we just can't
Anything
talk
else
to
you
him
would
now.
like to know, Mr. Holmes?
Like ask him about all the shredded paper and all the other stuff. I can't believe that that's all there was.
This fire.
Place. Just the burnt book. Yeah.
The papers.
What you think we're missing? Can't believe that there's nothing on the table. So we can look at. We examine the bed. There's nothing on his little table. Nothing. This looks suspicious, but nope. Nope. Maybe it's a thing we have to talk to him about, and we're gonna have to
Come back.
Yeah. Something out here.
It's quite the wallpaper.
Yes. So I guess we can just come back up here anytime.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
All right.
It would be my pleasure to
Okay,
assist
so
you with
yes,
your
I do think
investigation,
we
Mr.
have
Holmes.
to probably piece this together. Select the gunman. Okay. Oh, hey.
Oh, they're shooting each other. They're having a duel.
Maybe. That. There we go.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Oops. Oops.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Right there.
Lamp pole.
This should be useful.
Da-da-da.
Nothing. You seen anything?
So you're right there.
Yep.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Okay. Aha.
So like, nope, 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 nope. The third man.
Okay. The enchantment statement regarding the checkered man seems reasonable, as 3 shots were fired. Okay. Wow, this is all sorts of
This is a cookie.
compelling evidence. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman. Oops. Okay. Okay. Obviously, there's more to find out.
Right. Can't be that straightforward.
So, solve the crime, talk to Mr. Turner, check the view from his flat, talk to Constable Marrow. Okay. That's what we should do next. Talk to the constable. The constables.
Yeah.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before. And try
Hi,
to
hide and
find
seek.
Understood.
Oh, you guys be the constable, huh?
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to
This is
hide.
awkward.
Yeah, like, look in his face. It's a little more like,
Oh, come on.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
But those are all places he could have conceivably been.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
If we can assume that there was one more person at Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Leighton, and attempt to climb the wall.
Die. Yabber robber.
Find the flare gun and climbing equipment. This took a different sort of turn. But that is a good place to end this episode with Senor Sherlock.
Senor Sherlock.
I'm having fun with this case, and I hope you are too. If you enjoyed this video, we appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and hope that you join us for the next episode of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments.
Yeah.
That's all for now. See ya.
Bye. That was funny, the way he's all like up against the wall, like, oh, you found me.
He's like, oh gosh, you found me.